Lads, we've got a killer podcast for you today. It's just me and Timmy, just sitting back and talking, but we'd talk about some freaking awesome shit. I'm not normally set up with my big camera and mic and everything because last night was actually Tim and Mon's wedding, and we're feeling a bit dusty today, so I'm kind of just doing this all from the couch. But in this video, we bring up some awesome stuff, and we also bring up the fact that when we recorded this, it was before the Injector Hats went on sale. And we're actually, as of yesterday, completely sold out of them already, which lasted like a week or so, which is freaking awesome. But let's just get straight into the podcast, and then I'll catch you back afterwards.
You had to look through it?
Nope.
Oh,
I had a look at the Street Machine of the Year award thing.
Let's start on that.
Yeah, right.
Do the intro and we'll go from there.
Yeah, okay. You ready?
Yeah. Why do you always do that? Tradition.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Picnic Table. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Timothy Laidler. And today we're coming to you, just us two in the office with a little bit of a studio set up today, trying to up our game more and more every time. How you doing, Mr. Timothy?
Yeah, good. No guests today, just us two.
Yeah.
So
I feel like sometimes it will just be us two.
And we brought it into a nice air-conditioned space.
Yeah. So
no beads of sweat rolling down the face.
Yeah.
Poor old Scott last week.
Oh, yeah, that sucked. Yeah. In the shed, no joke, would have been like 50 degrees when we first
when he cracked the door.
Up. Yeah, it sucked. So plenty of stuff to talk about this week. We've now just come to the habit, whereas instead of like screenshotting something and sending it to each other in our group chat, we'll just try and pocket it away and wait for the podcast. And one of the first things that's popped up is this month's issue of Street Machine is they've I guess announced the Street Machine of the Year award, which is crazy because I feel like it kind of came from nowhere. I always feel like there's a huge lead up to it and a huge unveil, whereas I almost feel like it just kind of slipped out of the grasps and it was just out.
See, I'm the opposite. I've never really paid much notice of it. So it's not like Grand Champion to me. It's always just been something that's just it comes and it goes.
Yeah, but I think it's only that big, massive to me because knowing that Gary Myers has won it, and when I was hanging out with Jake and told me that you get a 20 grand check with it as well.
Oh right, I didn't know that. Yeah.
It's you don't get to keep the trophy. That's literally the same trophy that everyone's touched.
Yep.
You hand it over.
Yep.
But it's crazy that I guess it just really shows the heightened hype to it and everything when there's such a big check to it, because that can help so much of freaking anything.
I had a quick look at the ute. I don't know much about it, and I don't know anything about the owner. I don't know where it was built, but I was surprised to see a Street Machine with still a straight six in it.
Yeah, and not only that, but this is a 2 years in a row now. It's been a tubbed ute, a mini truck.
Yeah, right.
2 years in a row now.
What was it? Oh, it was the last...
Aaron Gregory's last year with the old school,
massive...
Yeah, that thing was sick.
That's the one we were talking about that we think the Chop Shop built.
Yeah, possibly. I think so, yeah. Because, I always thought that I'd recognized it. Because didn't it have, missiles in the engine bay and stuff like that? As the fuel rails or something? There was something like that with, more military-inspired. I swear I remember seeing one that was identical.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah, I feel like while also being very... I got to preface with this, but while...
Have you read the article?
No, I have not.
Ah, come on.
No, but I'm just saying...
Nothing like a bit of prep.
But I preface by saying I don't want to take anything away from him. He obviously won because he deserved it. But I feel like it was a bit of an upset that Lewis Eunice didn't win.
That's because that's our scene, right?
I know.
Blown injected, blown whatever is what we love.
And I also believe that also when you've got people like Jake and other people within this scene that do have a reasonably good following on social media, when they're sharing it and influencing the voting and the judging, sometimes I'd believe that you'd assume that there'd just be a clean sweep because there's such a big following.
Lewis is super, everyone knows him in the scene. He's had cars for the last 10 years that have been kicking around.
Yeah,
the first I remember of his cars was the LJ with the side mount blower. So it was out the bonnet, side mount. So it was on a 6.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was on a 6 and tubbed to the it looked like it had about a 15-inch wide tire on the back.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking, look at this fucking monstrosity. Just
crazy.
crazy. Yeah. But a 6-cylinder. And now we're talking about a 6-cylinder winning. But, it was, for us, we spoke about it through the week about how we were a bit surprised. But, that is a killer car.
Oh yeah, like I said, 100% deserves it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
from what I've seen, there is a bit of a backstory, like with his dad
Yeah,
passing
yeah.
away.
So what? Do you know? Sorry, Dad. Do you know why?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
because
me either. I mean,
yeah,
actually
there's
interested.
so many that like so many tribute cars that are out these days. Like
100%.
it does suck to see that they have to be built in tribute and not with their father in these kind of instances. But you see a lot of like there's quite a few of them around at the moment.
The big one for me is now this is more your scene, and you can fill in the gaps, but I'll lead you into it.
Yeah.
The Falcon with the big blown engine, 2,000 horsepower thing that someone in the scene that has multiple cars has bought recently, and he's finished it off. The guy passed away from cancer.
Oh yeah,
That thing's a monster.
that thing is an absolute monster.
Yeah,
and I'm
and
pretty
got
sure,
it like got it at a great price.
Yeah, if it wasn't for COVID, it would have debuted. Have already debuted.
Yeah.
But I don't believe he wants to do skids with it now. Like we're not going to talk out of school here. I'm pretty sure he wants to keep it under wraps, so we're not going to say who's bought it.
Oh right, okay.
Anything like that.
I didn't know that was the case.
I don't know if he wants to or not, but we're not going to speak out of turn
Yeah,
and announce it for him. I'm pretty sure not many people know he has it.
Oh, okay. Right.
Or know about the car in general because it was pretty like well kept secret. I don't know if it was a well kept secret or they just wanted to wait until it was finished.
Yeah, right.
But
no, I'd seen it on socials.
Oh yeah, so
for
the like the car that we're talking about, I'm pretty sure it's plates Sinner.
Okay.
And it is an older model Falcon. I don't know which series exactly, but the thing is insane.
It's
It's
mental.
outrageous.
It's nuts.
So freaking nice.
And unfortunately, the owner.
I'm pretty sure. Again, we didn't do too much prep. I'm knocking everything over. I'm pretty sure that the owner was the original owner was diagnosed with cancer, and he wasn't given that long to live. So they decided, like, fuck it, we're gonna build our dream car.
Oh,
and
right. Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yep.
And literally, when they were 99, when they were pretty much there. Like sadly, he like lost his battle with it,
Yep.
And I think to benefit with the family and everything, they moved on. But as far as I'm aware now, the car is finished and it is in an awesome state.
It's in good hands too.
Yeah, great hands. Yeah.
So, yep. No, that one. Hopefully we can talk more about it once it hits.
Oh yeah, once it finally comes back out again, it is going to be an absolute showstopper.
Yeah.
And I don't see why it wouldn't be at Summer Nats. I don't think because who's got it? I don't think he's going to do skids in it, or at least for a while.
Yeah.
Even though it's set up and built as a burnout car. Because
Is that what the original owner was building it for, or was it just a showstopper?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me
But yeah, he doesn't want to skid it because even with the car that he's got now, which is actually a Burnout Masters level car, he's always like it was a nice friggin' car and he's got damage. Now we're kind of like hiding from even saying what his other car is because obviously that just kind of gives up who it is.
Yep.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy to see that like. Even as a burnout guy, I remember speaking to him and he was like, I don't want to do skids in it because it's only going to fuck it. Like, it's so aggressive and so destructive on it.
That is like completely opposite to your motto. You're like, just skid everything.
Oh, I don't know. Like, it's becoming more and more different because, like, I mean, before you have a car that you actually skid, yeah, you just want to skid everything.
Yeah.
Until you get that first set of tires off and see the damage that they can do.
It was basically your first set, and it just like killed the quarter on your car.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we inflated that to like 50, 60 PSI because we just had Mitch's little like plug-in compressor. I had no idea how to read the gauge on it.
Oh, right.
And I just sat there for ages pumping it up. And I believe it was around 50 or 60 PSI because when it went, it was like a gunshot. Like it moved the rear view mirror in the car.
Oh, right.
Yeah, like it was gnarly. So I definitely knew when it went, and then people like Brendan and stuff said that they saw a freaking tire falling for like the next 10 seconds after.
I love it.
Yeah, so I think that was still partly to do with our error, user error, because you see plenty of non-tubbed cars that sure they cop a bit of slap.
Yeah,
like it starts
normally belt slap though,
and over time you start to get a bit of damage.
You've got structural damage.
Yeah, like bad. But Neil's fixing that up at the moment. So
Oh, good. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's pulling it out because that was the original plan of that. He was going to pull it out, paint it, do the mini tubs, all that, and then everything's kind of just snowballed. Yeah.
Okay, so on from Street Machine of the Year to the Wagon.
Yeah.
So you've been up there this week and you got the McDonald Brothers rear clip.
Yeah. So Chris from McDonald Brothers, they really hooked us up with that fucking awesome kit.
So such a killer kit.
I've
I thought it was literally just going to be the sort of bolt-in section, and then I'm looking through the picture that you sent, and You've got the Viking double adjustable coilovers.
Yeah,
like
full kit.
Yeah, full kit.
Pan
You've
out
got
rods,
everything. Like, I
all the
mean,
mounts.
the only thing that's not there is the 9-inch, but we've sorted that already and we've spoken
Yeah,
about
but that kit comes with it. They asked. They were like, "Do you want to have it with the center, or not with the center, with the housing?"
Yeah, yeah.
But Neil was like, "Oh, I've already got one here that's literally just sitting here that I'm happy to let you use," and so we're very lucky with that one.
Yeah, perfect.
But we still went to Diff Exchange here in Sydney, and we bought a center for it. And he was really good at that. That was amazing. Like, because even you were saying you were worried that we weren't going to be able to get it done in time because you were worried about parts.
Well, not only that too. Whenever I've built a car, it seems like the 9-inch is the expensive part. You cannot get away from having an expensive 9-inch. Like, it just seems that you want.
Yeah, I was prepared to spend 3.5, and we literally spent half of that.
And
that wasn't looking
that's
after
half
us.
of what I would have thought. Like, as in 3.5's half of what I would have thought. I have searched before for VLs, and you're looking at 5,500.
Surely that's housing, axles.
Yeah, that's everything.
Oh, okay.
That's everything.
Yeah, so I'm literally like just talking
center,
just
the
center.
Because like when we first started looking at what's the big name ones?
For axles or
for the center? We're looking
Strange?
at Strange. Yeah. We're looking at like $6,000 centers.
Yeah, 100%.
Crazy.
Yeah. But luckily we steered clear with that. And this still utilizes some Strange parts in it. But he also I can't remember his name, the guy that owns Gear Exchange, but
he's got that green Tirana.
Yeah. He like, I told him what I was doing, told him what I wanted to do, told him exactly what I wanted from it. And I knew that he was enough of a professional to be like, yeah, cool.
Mate, that guy is a gentleman, and I know we've spoken about it on the podcast before, but like, if anyone's after a diff, a center, anything to be built, Gear Exchange Smithfield, unbelievable.
Yeah, and the craziest thing was...
We're not sponsored either.
Yeah,
we're not sponsored.
Not at all. I did not message him from Picnic asking, like, trying to set something up. I literally just messaged him on a Sunday night saying, hey, mate, I need this. Like, do you have parts in stock? He replied saying, yep. And I was like, cool, what price? Tell me price. Locked it in. And then that Tuesday morning, he was like, all right, it's ready to pick up.
That's unbelievable.
Like a day. And I messaged him on a Sunday night to book it in.
Yeah. And he's a one-man band.
Yeah, just a little shop.
Yeah, just a little shop
punches them out. He had a couple other ones there ready to go when I was waiting there.
Yep. He helped me out on the VL with the LS Turbo one. So
the Group A?
Yeah, Group A.
Yeah.
So I've got a 28 spline in the back of that.
Yeah.
And I think it was for the tail shaft, you swap it over to be a Falcon and you can have everything billet on your tail shaft. Whereas if you go to if you've got a Borgie, Holden Borg Warner in it, you can't get a billet adapter and change it over to a Ford one. You can go billet the whole way through. So he helped me out with that. Like $50 he charged me for the part too.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never would have known anything.
And like Hardy Spicer, which is a big company, was like, yeah, go see him.
Wow.
Recommended to go see him. So yeah, no.
And even when I went to see him, he was with another customer, and he was just so happy to be there.
And just did he chat shit with you? Yeah.
And you'd think that like someone that's been doing that as like day in, day out for what I'd assume is the last couple of years, surely you'd be sick of it a little bit.
And humans are jerks too. Like anyone who's in a bit of customer service gets sick of people after a little while. Whereas that guy just seemed happy to be
to be there. Yeah. And it just like, you give him so much respect for it.
Yeah.
Which is fucking awesome.
Yeah. So
yeah. There was something about Power Cruise. I remember we've got our own little our little WhatsApp chat here for stuff.
What you sent us something from 2016. I was like, what's this?
Oh, that is from 2016. I didn't look at the
date
didn't
you? I was like, wonder why.
I thought he just posted that. So some basic math. Gut pretty much wanted to like. I didn't realize it was from so long ago, but I always get stitched up with that, not looking at the date.
How did it even pop up?
I don't know. Like it must have been someone commenting on it. Maybe it popped up as a memory. Someone commented on it thinking it was now.
It was current.
And then it kind of spun.
What is it? I can't even remember.
He wanted to pretty much less cars at Power Cruise.
Yep.
But you pay a little bit more, I think it was, and like you get more track time.
Essentially, that's VIP anyway, right?
I guess, but you're still going to have a shit ton of cars on the track. Because the thing is, that I think what he was saying was at the moment, you spend, what is it, $150, $200 for a normal entry.
Yeah.
You spend 90% of your time lining up for 10 minutes on track.
Yep.
I think he was saying if you jump the prices and have a limited number, so he's still being able to pay for the track, pay for the bills, all those things that needs to happen.
Yep.
But there's less numbers, a capped number, so you're getting more track time. Would you rather it potentially selling out, or would you rather it just as the mayhem that it is now? Because sometimes
I don't like the mayhem, to be honest. like I love chaos, and I love that's what I love about
but there's a difference between like chaos and controlled chaos.
And not only that, there's chaos where you got someone who's experienced and someone who knows what they're doing, creating the chaos, and then you've got Mang Life sitting on the break,
but
just destroying everyone's good time.
Yeah, and as well, the thing that worries me about it is you don't know, even if the car next to you is a fucking sick car making 1,000 horsepower show car, you don't know what their skill level is. Like, I don't have that high of a skill level, and people looking at the car that we're in would assume that
but you don't do dumb shit.
Yeah,
like that's the difference. Like, and I just hate people sitting on the brake. It's everyone's bugbear at Power Cruise. Sitting on the brake, especially at Sydney, going up the hill on the brake. And it's like everyone's banked up behind you.
I'm pretty sure Scott said we were talking about this exact same thing last week.
Were we?
And and you're literally like, and then it takes one big car to be like, oh, I'll just do a
Fuck
bit of a
it.
skid here.
Yeah.
And then it blocks out everyone.
Yeah.
And then like
no wind, and then all of a sudden 30 seconds, 40 seconds before
I think that's what I lost
can...
my wristband for. Because I was just doing a power skid down like just before the hairpin.
Yep.
And like, you know what? When it feels right, you just kind of stick into it for a little bit. Like it's not. It just feels perfect. And I think I just created a little bit too much smoke. But I wouldn't sit in the middle of the track to smoke it out. I'd still try to go to the absolute outskirts.
Yeah.
But still, if you're creating that much smoke, everyone's gonna be blind.
Yeah, everyone's getting affected by it.
Yeah, and then like, do you slow down or do you speed up? Because you don't know if that car creating smoke is spun out. You don't.
That's right. Well, that's what's. I don't know if you ever remember seeing the footage of the walkie that had been rear-ended there.
I don't know if I saw the footage for it.
Anyway, what about the pictures? Maybe the pictures afterwards?
I saw that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was a big hit.
Big hit.
And that's what they're trying to avoid, I guess.
Oh, 100%. But like, I guess it's just that type of like mentality. Like as soon as you're on a racetrack, like whatever happens kind of happens. Like,
yeah, I know. And that's unfortunate because like, as we spoke about last episode, these cars are big dollar cars now.
Yeah.
Actually, that'll lead into something else. Felt a bit sorry for Granger this week. Copping a bit of flack. I don't know whether...
Yeah, I saw it. I commented on it.
I saw you commented. I was going to go in and comment, and there was already like 33 comments of exactly what I was going to comment. So I was
I feel like commenting to back him up because like I know what it feels like.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking about this through the week, and I was thinking like you take the flack really fucking well, and like I reckon in the 2 years I've known you, I reckon there's probably been 2 cases where people have hit a nerve with you and like you haven't been able to let it go. But other than that,
only when it's something that I
already think about,
and dislike about what I'm doing or saying.
Yeah.
And when they pick up on it, it really gets to 100%. Me. But like in those types of scenarios, like I didn't see the comments that were made against what he was doing.
I didn't either.
I doubt they would have been calling him out, but like a strong kind of like he was saying, it's power steering. Around 2,000 horsepower car. Yeah. His pump is right in front of his rear wheel. If those hard lines failed, then it's not going to end well.
No, well, you've seen that the video of the VL, the blue one. He's doing it. It's quick VL, pops a power steer line or a cooler line, and it is just all over the track.
Oh, really?
And that's the woman's doing the commentary. Oh, you bloody good driver, you.
Oh, really? That one, yeah.
But yeah, like it could have ended in disaster. And like the 12-month anniversary of him building that car came up the other day.
Yeah.
And he works on it. I think I said this on the first episode, like from midday onwards, he works on that car. So he's probably doing 5-6 hours on that car a day. And like, it's not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like there's big man hours in that. Imagine seeing that thing hit the wall or anything disastrous.
But knowing him, he'll just fucking fix it.
Yeah,
it'll be ready the next week.
Yeah,
but still,
I think the important thing is too, like people commenting isn't always critical, and I hope that it wasn't just someone commenting and making a comment that he thought was someone actually having a go at him.
I don't think it was that he thought someone was having a go at him per se. I think he just like, and I know that he's not even trying to be educational when he creates his content.
He just creating something that people want to look at.
When people watch it, like sometimes you do. I know the exact feeling. You feel obliged to make a correction, but like because he said he deleted the previous video after he got those comments and everything. I wouldn't have deleted it. I would have kept it up.
Yeah.
But then like because I'm pretty sure I've been in the same scenarios. Like with when we took our first drum of methanol home. I had no idea that you couldn't keep them on like raw concrete.
I'd
never heard of that. And like I had a couple guys comment it, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucking thank you." Like,
but there's a way to comment, and then there's a way to comment, right? Like there's
I suppose we don't have the context because we didn't actually read what was said.
And if you're feeling a little down, One comment can destroy your day.
Ruin it. Yeah,
You
especially you can have 1,000 awesome comments and one can make you stay up at night. Like, it can fucking kill you.
Yep.
Which sucks.
It does.
Yeah, and I think that's just normal human
human nature, right?
Yeah.
And particularly if you haven't been in the public eye for long as well.
Yeah.
Which Nelson's only just getting into doing this stuff. So
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But killer car, we'll keep commenting on that car because
I'm pretty sure we've spoken about it in every podcast.
Yeah.
But it's so hard not to because he's doing fucking such an awesome job.
Man, love watching it coming along.
Yeah, and it's crazy how like, especially when he was getting to the painting stage, you're like, oh, he's only chipping away at small bits.
Yep.
And then that next week, you're like, oh, fuck, it almost looks like it's finished.
It's painted.
Yeah.
It's done.
And then, like, especially with the buttons and the interior that he's done, the thing looks like it's almost done.
I saw someone comment and say, didn't you spend big dollars on a ECU so you didn't have to have buttons? And he's like, yes, but I own fucking bill of buttons. I need to have buttons in this car.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, like, he's got this ECU that you could program everything on those buttons.
The Nexus R5?
Yeah.
Because that thing looks crazy. Because everything's just like, you literally just wire it in a program.
100%. Sure, and he's doing all the wiring himself.
Yeah, and that
like
looks
that scares the shit out of me. Yeah. Like, I think of everything. I reckon I'd tackle the fuel system before I tackle the wiring.
Oh, fuel systems are enjoyable, though. That's fun to me.
Yeah, but it's also something that can go wrong in a big way, too.
In a very big way, yeah.
Like
at least if wiring fails, your car's probably just going to turn off. Like,
Yeah. But you could be chasing a gremlin for God knows how long.
Yeah, but, like, especially if you're doing it all yourself, you know where to look. You know what wires are doing what. Like, and the only time you're only going to have a gremlin is, like, I mean, he's adding a lot to the mix, so there's a lot more room for error and
100%. Everything's custom, and like with the Group A, you know, we've got a custom clutch and master cylinder set up in
a fucking nightmare since
absolute disaster.
Because that was supposed to be at Power Cruise.
In
February.
I've still not got it on the road.
It's still not gone. Yeah. Literally since I've met you, it has been like one car or another is just about to be done, and we're still years later and nothing's happened. Back
to the ECU powering these mechanical cars.
Yeah.
When I decided to go that way, so I went with the Holly ECU for the SV88 for the big block. Glider. Yeah. No, well, mainly because Aaron loves Holly products.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't even think you knew who Cletus really was when you when you decided to go Holly.
Yeah. Yep. Got to power in both cars now, so the Group A has a Terminator X in it. And that's because Graham, the tuner, loves them.
Oh, yeah.
And bang for buck, the Terminator X, apparently everyone rates him as being one of the best.
Yeah.
And then the Dominator, because basically I said to Aaron, what are we going to do with this thing? Like, how are we going to, and you know.
Yeah, for the SV.
Yeah.
Do you know what the difference is with the Dominator? Because I don't know. Like, is it just what you're getting with the package, or is it a physically different ECU?
It's physically different ECU, and it's the top of the range.
Oh, okay, yeah. I had no idea. Yeah.
I think by the time I finished up with the Dominator products, it was like $12,500.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So coil unplug, and this is what I wanted to say is, it seems like a really popular option, and just in our group, you've got me, Mitch, and Granger, all with ECU powered mechanical cars.
So I don't get how does that work?
So the only thing it's not controlling is fuel. It controls everything else about the car. So
but wouldn't that be exactly like what, say, like all these big GTRs are? They got a mechanical pump on the front.
But they're EFI. These aren't EFI. So they're running the fuel still.
Yep.
So it's still, this is just...
and then instead of having either like an MSD ignition box
that's right.
or having a Dizzy...
Where everything is programmable.
Mag.
And what I love about it is all the safeties. That's the big one.
Yeah.
All the safeties programmed in. Although, you seen the latest Cletus?
Yes.
Didn't save it.
Yeah.
Didn't save it.
Dude, parts failure. Shit just fucking breaks.
Sensor breaks. He hit 60 PSI.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, motor gone.
Blew the motor.
And like for Cletus, that's okay. For me or you, not okay.
Yeah, not okay.
Like a bottom end on these cars that we're talking about, you're talking $35,000.
Yeah.
Like...
And especially when it's like something like a sensor failing, you really want to be able to point a finger.
100%.
You want to have
and there is nothing you can come back on those people.
Yeah.
Is it not a little bit of ironic that he just bought Rife sensors and then now sensors failed and killed his motor?
I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Do you reckon they were using a Rife sensor?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, probably should have.
I thought it was primed to bring it up, and then he still didn't. And I don't know if
maybe it was then,
or maybe it was that they don't make that sensor, so he couldn't replace it with a Rife sensor.
Okay, he still looked pretty fucking heartbroken.
Oh, as you would be. Like that car was just about to go to World Cup.
Yeah, and did you see that? Did I send you that other? I think it's a C6 or a C7 Corvette that's just went like a 7.0.
Yeah,
Like
fast.
a manual. You're like, that's half a second quick. I'm pretty sure Leroy was a
7.4.
7.5.
I think he's gone to
7.4?
7.4.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
That is a big gap.
Why was Leroy the fastest?
I don't know if he was the fastest, but he was the first stick shift GM car into the sevens.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's But wouldn't that other one? Oh, so that other one was manual too.
Yeah, the only
I
difference
didn't
is
know
it has
that.
a body.
Ah.
Did you ever watch the video of like how much drag that Leroy's got?
No.
Like everyone thinks that because it's got no body that it's a cheat car, that it'd be so much quicker because it's lighter.
Yep.
I think they were saying that at top end speed they need to make like 700 horsepower to overcome the drag.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's a video in a wind tunnel. It's fucking awesome though.
No,
And that
no
just
idea.
shows, yeah, just because it's got no body, it's just nothing but fucking drag.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It is nuts. And I'm pretty sure they had to have they had to set up something special with their parachutes because they had such a pressure
Turbulent
loss area
air.
at the back. The parachute would just fall and like
Bullshit.
it wouldn't like when you needed to stop, it took 10 times longer to get out there to slow them down.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that must have been early day stuff. That was before I sort of watched any Cletus.
Yeah, I don't even know how long I've been watching him now. Like I feel like it's just a blip.
I noticed you reshared a memory from. Well, how did that come up? That's like a January memory, and you reshared it this week.
Oh, actually, I was just scrolling through my own Instagram, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Oh, look at this good-looking bloke.
But yeah, I was just like, because sometimes I just forget, especially my own personal Instagram. I always forget about it, and sometimes I just go on there and literally just scroll through and have a look.
Yeah, right.
But I know in the photo it looks like he's having a good chat with me and probably froth the wagon, but he was just there because he had to be. He couldn't have given.
He was paid to be there. He was paid to be
well,
there.
Adrian Hodgson I'm pretty sure he organised a little Cletus and Cars meet.
Yep.
And me and Jake, like, no one knew that it was going on. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
I didn't.
I'm pretty sure they organised that. Like, we happened to get a text as an entrant text saying there was going to be a Cletus and Cars meet on the oval, and there will be trophies. So I was like, I'm definitely fucking going over there because I want to get a trophy. And I was like, I don't think many people will know about it or care because so many people left already because of the bushfire smoke.
Yeah.
That I was like, I'm
Well,
sure.
we were thinking we weren't going to be able to get home.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Why? Because the roads are going to be closed.
Well, yeah, because the two fires here in Sydney
Yeah.
looked like they were going to join up, and it was
wow.
like sort of right where the Hume Highway was. So.
Well, I know there was a couple WA guys that they actually had to stay with the Myers because they couldn't get home.
Really?
Yeah, because
Wow.
it was that crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I thought this was going to be my only ever opportunity to really snag up a trophy. So I was trying to be a big fish in a little pond and
Yeah.
just kind of get a participation award. And yeah, when we got there, Jake was like, "Oh, I'm going to come too," and I was like, "Well, at least I know I'll probably get second now, like in a blown Mustang against just this little VE wagon." And then when we pulled up, like Cletus was late by like 20 minutes, half an hour or something, and then just more and more cool cars kept running. And I was like, fuck. And then when he finally came, he came around and looked at every car, and like he asked if it was mine, and then asked how much it was. Like literally just kind of like the niceties.
Yeah, the small talk.
He couldn't give a fuck. He could not have given a fuck. No. But luckily, Pico scored that photo, and it actually looks like he's talking.
Yeah,
to me,
you're
so I was
having a
like,
good chat with
I'm
you.
going to milk the shit out of this.
To be honest, if it was the wagon in the form that it is now,
100%.
I feel like he'd love sit there
he'd
and
love it.
Yeah,
he'd love it. Yeah. Especially at that time too, because anything that was blown, he just loved.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh no, Toast was there. Toast is there. Yeah. So he just loved everything about it.
Yeah.
But still, it's crazy to think that was over a year and a half ago now, and it sucks. Oh no, he could come. He could come this year.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think he's almost outgrown it, man.
Summer Nats?
Yeah.
No, I don't reckon.
I
reckon as soon as he has a chance, he'll be getting his car back here. Because like even the first Summer Nats where he competed when he drove Thelma,
Yeah.
like he wanted to win.
Yeah. Oh, the guy is a competitor.
He will.
You can see
he will come to try and win the Masters. And
you can see he will blow a box in Leroy over losing.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's either get out of it or blow the box.
It's good.
It's blow the box.
Yeah, but it's good
Crazy.
though. Like I like the competitive nature and like it makes for good content.
100%. And I think that's like the guy's a winner. Like you know,
and Summer Nats would be silly to not
keep trying to get him back. Yeah.
Like he gets good content out of it, which makes it gets.
I think it's hard though. It's Christmas time. Everyone wants to be with family over Christmas.
They still flew in like the day, like that's a week after Christmas.
Yeah, true.
So you still get your New Year's Eve, and then
Yeah,
you get
that's
to
true.
fly in, and it's in that little period where you normally don't have
The
much
gooch of
to
the
do.
year.
The gooch of the year. Well, it's after.
Oh,
the
it's
gooch.
after
it's
the
getting to the
gooch.
butthole.
It's not the arsehole, but you can
Yeah.
smell it from there.
That's brilliant. But yeah, like maybe it's just because like Summer Nats is my life. I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, I know, but like that guy's like he's gone a long way since driving Thelma.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But I think I would 100% believe he has something to himself that he has to prove, especially with how much and how well he was driving Warbird over there at his own event.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like he has to. Like he's obviously easily he is the king of burnouts in America.
In America, yeah.
No one can do better than him.
No.
But I don't know if he'd even does he qualify to be in the top 10, like in the Masters top
No,
10? Exactly.
not yet.
And I reckon with his competitive nature, he wants to be there.
Yeah, but I think he needs to get Toast up and like perfected.
Yeah, well, especially now that
I wish Toast was a cooler car. I hate that sort of.
I still don't hate that it's a third gen Camaro. I still like there's a lot worse choices that you could have picked.
Oh, I don't think so, eh?
Really?
Yeah, like I feel like that era of American muscle was just a very ugly time.
It got worse, but
You reckon?
that one's still not that bad.
You reckon?
And I mean, he couldn't have he could have gone with a newer one, but I think I don't know if they weren't entirely taking it serious enough.
A
at that
Nova
time.
or something like that, like something iconic.
Okay, that would have been
muscle.
fucking awesome.
Yeah. There is one in the burnout scene.
Nova Kill.
Yeah.
And it's got a NASCAR setup, so
Killer
it
car.
revs. It fucking
Killer
revs to the moon.
car.
Yeah. And one of my dream cars to ever build would be a Nova, and I would love to see one with literally your engine combo for the SV in it.
Yeah, right.
Just balls to the wall insane.
Yeah.
Because those, especially when they're massively tubbed on a drag kind of setup, not Pro Street, but drag look up.
Yep.
That looks fucking
Oh,
awesome.
man, nuts, eh?
Awesome.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nova's a fucking one of my favorite cars ever.
I didn't even really I'm late to the Nova scene. I didn't know what they were, and I've never been that much into American muscle.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've only sort of really just starting to appreciate how fucking killer they are.
Yeah, and they are fucking awesome.
Are we gonna get pulled up for swearing on this or what?
Oh, it's a podcast. There's no limits on a podcast.
Oh, why vlog?
Because on YouTube content, you're trying to be ad friendly.
But this still goes on YouTube.
Yeah, but if this was to ever be monetized, we're not monetizing it on YouTube.
Yeah, right.
We monetize it from the other platforms.
Yeah, okay.
And you're not if YouTube's paying the bills, then they wouldn't want swearing.
Yeah,
But
okay.
most of the time, especially in the podcast world, it's not Apple Podcasts paying you.
Yeah,
It's a company
It's
that
an advertiser.
wants you to talk
Yeah.
about their product for 10, 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah,
A podcast is meant to be no fucking limits.
Yeah,
Talk
I
about
know,
it.
yeah.
No swearing, no hold back. Fucking, if you're going to get into a story, there's no, I'll cut it off here.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
go
yeah.
the whole way.
It's getting too graphic.
But I mean, there's plenty of stories that you can fucking get taken away with on.
Yeah. Too many names.
Yeah.
Too much
Yeah.
repercussion.
Yeah, that's especially when you listen to some podcasts with how deep they go into it, and you're like, man, are you going to be cool walking to your car later?
100%. 100%.
But as a podcast host, we're hoping for people to go into those stories.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I think it's hard for our industry because, it's fairly small. It's pretty tight knit.
I know, yeah. Yeah, especially, if you talk out of turn,
100%.
you could bite
Actually,
your
you know
nails.
what? That leads me to something. Back to our diff conversation. I want to talk about something that's controversial.
Yeah.
Speedmaster. So,
Yeah.
formerly known as...
Was it Engine Master or something?
No, Engine Master is different to
Okay.
Speedmaster. So
Yeah.
Speedmaster is all the unbranded...
Pro Comp.
Pro Comp.
Yeah, yeah.
So Poo Comp, as some people
I
would
remember-
refer to it as.
Because that was they were under that name before I was really deeply in the scene.
Yeah.
Because you used to make jokes about
100%.
it. You were like, oh, it's all Pro Comp. And I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds sick.
Yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
No, you idiot.
No.
Shit.
You don't want that in your car.
Yeah.
Apparently the diffs are killer. A lot of big shops, a lot of big names. I won't name names, but
Yeah.
a lot of big shops using their diffs now.
The one thing I was thinking is if they're ripping off a design and allegedly ripping off a design and they're taking it from something that's really fucking well built, even if you do a shit job at remaking that, it's still a pretty good product.
No, because China steel is what the big thing was.
Okay.
It was all Chinese shit.
Because, like, we're not speaking out of turn here. The blower shop fucking, they
called them out. That was unreal.
Yeah. So, like, they've done some, like, they've really ripped them off. And we almost bought a blower shop kit from them.
Yeah, back when we were looking at, back when we were looking at budget stuff.
And now there's so many telltales, especially because, like, we have blower shop blowers. You can see them, like, instantly. You can see it in the casting of the case. Yep. You can see it in the rear of the case.
Yep.
But I mean, with what the Wagon was originally meant to be, that still would have suited us fine.
Oh, 100%.
Like, we're not even turning this one that
That's
hard.
right. For some people, that stuff is fine.
Yeah.
And I reckon, you know, the automotive industry, there's not heaps of wealthy people in Australia from it.
Yeah.
I reckon Uncle Pete, who is the owner, I reckon Uncle Pete would be one of the wealthiest.
Yeah.
Like, you look at his sales, he actually has it on the webpage, how many sales they've made. And
oh, really?
Yeah. And it counts. It just keeps counting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's like crazy.
Well, they'd still stock a lot of other name brand stuff, wouldn't they? They don't.
No, not really. No,
really?
No, it's all their own shit.
Oh wow, I haven't had a look in there.
Yeah, it's like manufacturing their own stuff, but it's just straight out of China. So apparently the diffs are great.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and like you're talking $1,500 for a full center section of a 9-inch.
I feel like we looked into that.
We did.
There was a stipulation. Oh no, that was US price.
It was a US price.
So by the time it got here,
yep,
you were like 2.5. Like with shipping, with import tax, 2.5, 3. You're like, fuck it for a little bit
but
extra,
you probably could have gone
something
down
good.
there and spoken to them. We didn't look at that option.
Oh, that's a good point. Are they Sydney based?
Yeah, they're out in Campbelltown.
I didn't even know
They're on the same street as ProFlow. I always give it to Paul. I'm like, all the good guys in this street, eh?
Yeah, it's just like, I went to the other good shop.
Yeah. I was just around a poo comp and thought I'd stop in here.
Yeah. That's so good.
So, but the other thing that sort of made me think of this too was I saw Tristan Ocker's comment on something saying their blocks are good. Now, I bought that.
Blocks?
Yeah, they got blocks.
What the fuck don't they make?
They do everything.
That's crazy.
So I spoke to Paul from ProFlow about that as well, and he said that Aaron tested one for density and hardness.
Yeah.
Crazy, off the scale.
What?
Yeah. And like the only thing that they can think of now would be that it would have no give in it and it could crack.
Oh, because it's too
strong. But like,
what if you got like? Because sure, that one that Aaron got and tested could have been fucking awesome, but what if you got the shit one?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing out of China, right? You don't know what you're getting.
100%.
One day it might be top quality, the next day it might be shit. So, but yeah, like crazy that. The other thing about them, I saw Aiden. Is it Donaldson?
Yeah.
He did that design on their C10 truck that actually debuted at SEMA.
At SEMA?
Yeah, it was at SEMA this week.
I haven't even seen that.
Yeah.
Did Aiden share it?
Yeah, Aiden shared it. Yeah.
I feel like maybe I just overlooked it. I always see the shit that Aiden shares.
Yeah. No, he shared it, and he was like, happy that I played a part in this.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
He's doing some fucking big shit. Like there are so many things that he's got. He's like his finger in every pot.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
He's doing some amazing stuff.
Yeah,
and it's good because he's getting really good recognition for it.
100%.
Because I feel like sometimes like you kind of just slip by, and some people don't get recognition for the awesome shit.
He won that Laurie Daly Award, which we were talking about before. Laurie owned the Chop Shop before he was.
Yeah. Which I didn't know. You had to educate me on everything with that.
Yeah. So they were like killer shop probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Before unfortunately he was killed. So.
That extremely unfortunate. Wait, was that about 10 years ago?
Maybe not since he was gunned down, but like in the last, that's when they were probably at their peak. I'd say, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they were unreal.
Is the Chop Shop still going, or did it kind of?
No, I think it
kind of went.
Yeah.
A bit, yeah.
And so Aiden won the Laurie Daly Award. Laurie Doyleson, maybe, I don't know.
I can't remember. Yeah.
But pro comp. Not as bad as what you think, apparently.
With some of their stuff.
Some of their stuff.
Yeah. Oh, actually, now at this point, buy now because this will come out next week.
Yeah, next week.
Or the week after, whatever.
Yep.
The Injector Hats would have been released by now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're out.
Oh, nice.
We're dropping them this week.
I was surprised with how much you were actually giving away on the Instagram.
I gave away a little
bit. You were like...
Did you look at the responses? A lot of, like, as soon as I put a couple together, I was like, shit, I gave away way too much. Everyone, like, there was like 50 or 60 guesses, and I was like, yeah,
was
shit,
it?
I gave away too. But one thing I was talking about with Indy was, like, I don't know if they would have guessed, like, is it just a 2D stamp out of an injector hat shape?
Yep.
Or is it like what? And like it's not actually an injector hat with moving butterflies.
So let's this has been an idea of ours for 12 months.
Over
12,
a year now.
Over a
12
year
months, yeah.
since we emailed and it started out just as, I think, did I bring it to you? I was just like, I showed you the wheels that they made.
Yeah,
the die-cast
and then I was like, oh, I've always wanted to be able to make like an injector hat version.
Yeah, and then I was like, I think I found the company and emailed it. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I was trying to find them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't find anything. I've been searching for like days. And then like you just typed in like something car keychains and you're like, oh, it's the first one that popped up.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's literally what I was looking for.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen them, they're like the old turbo.
So literally like the
keychain?
analogy that I want, like the analogy I tell everyone is remember those fucking awesome turbo keychains, because I remember when they came out.
They were huge.
I was blown away that the turbo, it actually spun. Yeah. And then like, so pretty much I was just like, I want to make our version of that. How cool would it be if you could have an injector hat where the butterfly's open?
Yeah.
And we did it. We freaking did it.
Mate, credit to you.
Oh, I mean, like it wasn't like we had someone that helped us with the design, because like someone else was designing the hat and they were actually showing me, because they were designing it for Assetto Corsa, which is a PC game.
Oh yeah.
And I let them know about the idea, and we didn't know if it was actually feasible, because the company over in Poland, they have engineers look at it, see if it's feasible, see if they can make it.
Yep.
And I just let him know, and he was like, oh yeah, sure. And then I even asked if we could buy the design off him. And he was like, no, I'm more than happy to just give it to you.
Wow.
And so that was
But
where
they couldn't use that
started.
design that we...
Yeah, they said, but they still needed it to be able to make their design.
Oh, okay.
So it was still very useful in the
I didn't know
process.
that. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But so even though they couldn't use it, it still helped them with the scale and measurements for their own model that they had to make.
Yeah, right.
And then, there's plenty of different like levels and everything that we've gone through over in the time and everything. So, and plenty of changes on it.
Heaps of changes.
Which,
like
probably added 3 to 4 months.
No, honestly, credit to you. Like from the design process to get it into manufacture and get it to where it is now, and they are incredible.
Yeah,
they are incredible.
And
like non-car guys are grabbing these things, going, "Oh wow!"
Which is fucking awesome, because I was worried that with the amount of time and money invested, I was like, if these flop, it's going to hurt. It's gonna hurt.
It is what
and
it
you
is.
never know. At this point, they're not actually released at the point of recording this, so they could have.
Yeah, they could still flop, but
but every single person I have shown a sneak peek to, or like has actually seen one, has fucking loved them.
Yeah,
which has been really good, really a good feeling. So hopefully they go nuts. So they're on the website now if you want to go buy them.
Yeah, unreal. No, it's real credit to.
I don't know if we've released the competition for it just yet, but if not, then I guess the people listening or watching to this get a little bit of a sneak peek. No, we would have released it because we're releasing it with the promo. We haven't actually sent out at this point yet. Well, we haven't released them. Of course, we haven't sent them out. But yeah, if you want a chance to come and ride in at least one of the cars at Summer Nats, or like come in clickbait or anything, you can have your chance by if you buy one of these keychains and you get like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like golden ticket style. If you get one of these rare gold ones,
all gold.
We only got a handful of them made because they were nice enough to give us a couple all gold ones. They'll probably never get made unless we want to order 1,000 all gold ones.
Yeah, that's right. These are the only 10 that will ever exist.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and they're fucking cool. They're so cool.
I don't even have an all gold one.
Yeah, Indy's got it. I think she's the only one with an all gold one at the moment.
Yeah, and Benny wants one. Benny's called one.
Yeah.
But so none. Like, this is your chance to, if you get this sent to you, that's your free pass to come and join us.
And it doesn't just have to be at Summer Nats, because we understand there's going to be people that won't be able to make it, just simply can't make it.
Well, we're talking on the way here. WA is talking about opening up at 90%. They're talking early February for that. So that is definitely no-go for Summer Nats.
Which really sucks.
That does suck. Because that's where some of the biggest cars come from.
I know, yeah, because the WA cars are fucking mental.
Because they got cash to just splash.
Yeah, digging in big holes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, so there is only literally a couple of those. I've literally only...
Is it only one ticket?
Yeah, but so it even though it will be a one-time use, it's not like once you've got that golden ticket, you can use it pretty much whenever you possibly can.
Whatever event.
Next available. If you're there and we're there, you can, like, depending on what the event is, of course.
And is it a full VIP experience? Is it like they get to hang out with us? Is it?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Oh, man.
Which would be really sick. And obviously, like, we could just do all of them for this promotion, but instead of having, like, because you never know, cars break, issues happen.
100%.
We want to be able to guarantee that we can at least have some fun with whoever's going to win these.
The good thing is, if you take the opportunity at Summernats, we have 8 tents. We probably have 12 odd cars coming with us.
Exactly, yeah. So many cars to have fun in.
Yeah, that's right. You can jump in. Well, I'm not going to offer everyone's car, but you can jump in my car, Hinchy's car.
Mitch will be in for it.
Mitch, we'll twist Mitch's arm.
But yeah, it's going to be freaking awesome. And I hope that if you've already bought one, then thank you very much. But yeah, it's been a huge.
We've got a few other things coming as well. There's a sticker drop in this round of merch, is there?
Yeah, we'll do it all together. So we've got,
what
as
else
you've already seen, we've got gold leaf picnic sticker.
Oh yeah,
we've got.
I haven't seen them in person. You should have bought one.
Well, we need, like, we haven't been able to actually finish them. We need the transfer tape to make it an actual sticker.
Okay, yep.
So at the moment they're just cut out, ready to go. If you would have seen on the back of on the back of my MacBook, we've got the new clickbait sticker that's like got a shield behind it.
Oh yeah, is that new? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if that one had gone out yet or not.
No, it's just we've had it for so long now because we got them like at the start of COVID.
Yeah,
we're not going to release them when there's no content or anything. So they've just been sitting around for ages. We got the stubbies, which we've had for like a year now. We've never released. We've just had them. And we're thinking of doing pre-order on the source shirt if people get around it, if they show interest in that, which would be pretty sick.
Yeah, cool.
Which by now you'd already know about. It's either up or it's not now.
Yeah,
but
right.
We'll hype it sooner or later. Yeah. We're already at 46 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that went pretty quick.
Went out to the drags on Wednesday night. First race for real back.
Yeah.
Finally, the drama. Well, the drama's still there, but
the drama hasn't started technically.
Yeah, but at least we're fucking able to race and use a public asset as we should.
Yeah.
So we'll go into the drama in a minute, but you took the GR Yaris out.
Yep.
Reset the world record, 11.7.
Yes. Yeah, we took it from it was a 12.1 E-Canoe. I think it was E-Canoe. They took our record. Well, Andrew's record.
Yep.
There was he took it from, I think it was a 12.4, took it to a 12.1.
So my favourite part of this story is that Michael was there to film.
Yeah, literally my one job.
And what happened, Michael?
Yeah, so I just had a testing pop. Yeah, so like literally as we get there, this is like the main reason we are there. The only reason we're there because we know that we're going to be able to get it back with where the car's at.
Yep.
And we line up, we've scrutineered, everything's there, and I'm asking, because we're hanging out with Mechanical Stig, like Benny Neal, and then Scott Durnell, who was on last week's episode.
Yep.
He was there as well. And I mean, I kind of dropped the ball a little bit, but like I put
you can only run as fast as you can run.
I put a lot of trust into their hands because I was like, okay, what time does it start? When do I need to get ready? When do I need to get up there?
Yep.
And they were all like, oh, mate, it's supposed to start at 6, but they always run behind. It always takes forever. And then before I know it, Andrew's yelling at me. He's like, quick, go get set up. So I'm literally running over there, getting the FS7 set up, which is, it's not a quick setup. You can't just pick up and go because it's like a cinema camera.
Yep.
You got to set it up. And it sucks and it's heavy and it's big. And I'm like sprinting to go film it because we have a good chance of breaking this record. And as I'm sprinting up the stairs, I can hear this little, like, the little 3-cylinder nug on launch control, and I'm like, I fucking missed it. As I get up the top...
And that was the world record run.
As I get up the top, I see at the end on the boards 11.7, and I'm like, he is going to be so pissed off. And I call him, and he's like, you missed it, didn't you? And he knew straight away. And I was like, I physically couldn't have gotten there quicker.
I love that.
I felt shit. Like, literally, that is my one job.
So, Western Sydney Dragway put up a picture of you and Scott sitting on the wall. That was the one me and Ben sent to you. Yeah,
I thought someone was sending it to you. And then I saw the post. And
I'm gonna just anonymously send that to Andrew now, just to fucking rub it in that you were sitting on the wall chatting too long.
Yeah, because that's what he thought I was doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was just trying to do. I didn't know how long until I was supposed to get there.
That's so funny.
So do you want to get into the whole Andrew and IHRA?
Debacle? Yeah, I actually do, and I think that is like juicy stuff that should be brought out on podcasts. Yeah. And look, I don't know much about it, but from what I can see, it's just people being fuckwits.
100%.
And like this public asset that should be for everyone to use is now just a fucking push-pull debacle.
And apparently, from what I've heard, it's literally like no financial benefit. No one really benefits from this. But someone
apparently there's a relative in at Andra.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's
the
benefit.
only fucking benefit.
They tried to say, because I'm pretty sure IHRA is to get your license or contract, you get it in a year license,
Yep.
which is expensive.
Yep.
And if you have COVID and you have no events,
Yep.
that's even more expensive.
Yep.
Whereas I hear IHRA is meant to be a month-to-month type thing.
Okay.
So when you're booming, it's good.
Yep.
You can go but apparently that's more expensive. But
If you take it out over the 12 months.
IHRA is more of a gamble.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Apparently that's what they used. They were trying to use as fuel in the argument. Apparently that had nothing to do with it, and that was like because.
Like the telltale sign that there's some shit going on that shouldn't be going on in Western Sydney is like in the drag, that you had 3 board members. What are they? The directors.
Oh well, they were just part of the board.
Oh, were they?
Yeah,
I thought they were the 3.
No, they were just part of it. Yeah.
But like you're talking very respected men in the industry,
Very respected,
and like been around for a long time.
And you could see like they were literally like Robert Marjan was literally just trying to do not only what was good for business, what was good for the track.
Yep.
But like he was just trying to make sure that everyone was being able to have a go, and they thought that was him trying to be biased and just trying to, because everyone knows Juntu, king of the GDR scene,
Yep.
one of the kings.
Yep.
They just assumed that he was just trying to be biased to help his own.
But you got Craig Burns, who like these guys are wealthy men. Let's just put it on record.
Yeah.
These guys are fucking wealthy men.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
own businesses. They do this for the love of it. They're not there for the money. They do it for the fucking love.
I don't think they get paid.
I don't think it's a paid position,
Yeah, I
right?
don't-
So for them to step aside, like this is their life. Like Craig Burns owns a fab shop that just builds race cars. That's what he does, and probably one of the best in the country. For these guys to step aside because of how bad something's going in there, like that's horrible.
That should have been enough to make the House of Cards crumble.
100%.
And it really wasn't. But the thing
And
that
it's
makes
still
it worse,
still just getting worse.
that
It's meant to be raining today again.
we're meant to be at top fuel.
We
right
are meant
now.
to be at top fuel testing right
Yeah,
now
yeah.
and yet again another rain day, and there has not been a cloud in the sky.
But I apparently, or at least what they said in the post was the top fuel teams, they came to the conclusion that they wouldn't be able to accomplish what they wanted to.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it's not just on a dragway.
At least we got a Wednesday night race for reeling.
Yeah.
That's the start of something.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is.
And would you believe that's the first time I've ever seen drag racing at a track?
That's nuts.
Yeah. Like, whenever I've ever planned, something else has just come up.
Yeah, right.
Like, whether it be Jamboree, where it just be race for real, anything like that, something has just always come up.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That was something else I had texted you through the week about that I wanted to chat about was, so Jet Martin, he owns, I don't know what the plate is actually, but the blue VB Commodore.
Yeah.
Used to have a Proline motor in it.
Yeah.
580s, I think it runs.
It's fucking quick.
Went to the States, like took
Blitzed
took some big names out in the States. The car's back in Australia. I think he's from up the Hunter region.
Oh, yeah.
The car's coming back and it doesn't have the Proline set up in it. And I don't know if I'm talking out of school here, but I'd messaged Jet on socials. I don't know him, but I just shot him a message and said, hey, when's this thing back? I want to see it. He actually won Grudge Kings, I think, for the 50 grand check. He took,
Whoa,
he took that
that's
out
cool.
a couple of years back. So, that car's coming back. No Proline engine, big block again, I believe, turbo setup.
Cool.
So, really excited for that.
That's sick.
Like that is like one. I think that just timed really well with when my passion was just upping.
Yeah.
And to see him in America and like racing all the no prep dudes and like taking big scalps out, I was like, just
awesome.
gives me
awesome.
goosebumps. Yeah.
Is there content of that on YouTube? Because I'd love to watch a lot of
Yeah, there is actually. I was having a look just before at what's around on it. Chuck it over here.
For those that are listening on like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, we're trying to be fancy and bring up a screen with stuff on there. Just make sure you hide your porn tabs. Nice ad.
Do you have the non-paid version? Do you have the paid version?
Yeah, I do actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Of YouTube?
Yeah.
Skip that. Like that is a killer car.
Yeah.
Anything that has that stance and like 3/4 chassis.
Yeah,
This is actually a
looks
Craig
sick.
Burns built car.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, Burnsy built this.
So
I think
this
that might be
this
against
is
Burns.
this is Grudge Kings.
This is Grudge Kings, yeah.
That sucks because Poe, the organizer,
yep.
he's been really caught up in this as well, really trying to defend the track and defend the people. Fucking hell, that is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is crazy. Like because Poe's been like trying to step up and be more of a forefront. It's kind of, I wouldn't say burning bridges with people like Sydney Dragway, but yeah, it's definitely not helping. Like, but it sucks because he's just trying to do the right thing.
Actually, I saw something from him today. He
Really?
put something up, and I was going to bring it up here. I don't know what it was. It was something about Grudge Kings. I'll see if I can find it quickly.
Changing venues or something. Is it only Sydney or does it go to Queensland too?
I'm not 100% sure. Grudge Kings, Sydney.
Because I would almost say that like, I'd imagine that it'd only be a Sydney.
Oh, was that PJ Tortorello's Slammer pro mod that he posted?
Yeah, the one that you sent in the chat.
Yeah. He posted that up today.
Those are crazy on the dyno. I don't know how they can make fucking dynos they can take, because that looks like it'd be well over 3,000.
Yeah, well, even like that VB, Jet Martin's VB, when it had the Pro line set up, was 4,000 horsepower.
What?
Yeah.
How do you get that to the ground? How big is the fucking tyre?
Crazy.
There's no PSI in those tyres. They're literally
just self-inflated.
Yeah. Just as you spin the tyres up.
Yep. Oh, back on the burnout scene, I saw War Speed put up a 2 Nasties engine.
Oh, yeah. That thing is a fucking beast.
Coming back.
Yeah.
So
Dry sump LS setup.
Yeah. So that'll, obviously Jamie will fucking give that thing a hard time.
Well, it doesn't look like he's had much luck, usually.
Yeah.
Like, he's always, you know how there's some people that just seem to be so lucky with cars.
Yeah.
And there's some people that just have shit luck.
Like, that's like your biggest thing is just like parts failure.
Yeah.
Just like can ruin your year.
Yeah. And like that
certain people it just happens to regularly, and other people just can go 3 or 4 years.
He's fucking persistent too.
Yeah.
Like he's had a lot of fucking things step in front of his way.
Actually, when I was downstairs, I saw you got a spastic sticker on the front of your.
Yeah.
That's another one that's back, isn't it? Another War Speed engine.
I don't think I don't know if it's back yet, because at Northern Nats, when it was coming off the pad, I think it lost oil pressure or something.
No.
It just wasn't happy. Yeah.
Oh, so that was the new combo.
That was the new combo.
Oh no.
He'd only been back for a couple months.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Well, do you know him personally?
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Will it be at Summer Nats?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, right.
I'd hope so. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, because what were you saying at Power Cruise? Like, because didn't he first, like, the car, like, somehow locked him out of it?
Oh, that was out at Aaron's. That was actually at APM.
Oh, was that at APM?
Yeah, that was at APM that he locked himself out. Been a big night for the boys, by the way.
Yeah.
So they weren't in the best condition.
Imagine that. Like, after all that, and then like, all right, let's go. And the thing's fucking... that is not what you need. That is not what you need.
Not when you're doing... I think they did, like, change the heads on the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not what you want.
Because I'm pretty sure that, like, the Saturday morning or something, you were telling me, they're like, yeah, they're at APM right now.
Yeah. I think they're decking the head because they'd blown a head gasket on it.
That is gnarly. That's some effort.
That is big effort.
And then, yeah.
But that's the same as Owen Rice had done the gearbox when we were there.
Yeah, and
they went to shift right.
Yeah, they left and came back a couple times, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so they went, what was it, Friday? I think they left at like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
They're like, boys, we'll be back, pulled an all-nighter, and then brought the car back. Still don't think it was right, was it?
I don't think so, yeah. I think they took it out for a couple more laps because he had Matty High-Tech with him.
Oh, yeah.
And they took it around the track a couple of times. I think it still wasn't behaving.
Yep.
But I feel like, Owen, you need to fucking put your big boy pants on. You need to step up. Like, the only skid I've ever seen him do, or he skid...
It's like a show car. You can't say that.
It's a burnout car. He said he built it as a burnout car.
Yeah.
There's some fucking skids in it.
It's not a burnout car yet, is it?
Yeah, not yet.
The banter between Pete Thompson and Owen Rice about not getting a set off in fried is top-notch.
I tell him it's because of his fucking exhaust. If he just unbolted the exhaust, he would get one skid through. Because
a tyre fire.
Yeah. Because for some reason he only ever decides to skid at Bathurst Autofest.
Yep.
And every year it's a fucking tyre fire.
So it's a show car for Summer Nats, is it?
I mean, I always thought it was just a show car, tough street car, like for the Tough Street Awards and everything like that.
Yep.
But yeah, like
because it took out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a Tough Street. And then when he unveiled it, it got a fucking lot of awards.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Heaps, yeah. And it's an awesome car.
The other one Mitch sent me pictures of this week is Scott. I'm not sure Scott's last name. He owns a VZ Calais.
Yeah.
Who's also always like we hang out with as well. But
yeah, and his car was in our camper power cruise.
Yeah,
and we'll be camping with him at Summer House.
Yeah, so he's got a VL Group A that he's doing, blown combo tubbed.
Yeah.
That thing
Fucking
looks
awesome.
Immaculate.
Superb.
So can't wait for. I don't know. Is that like is he keeping that under wraps, or is that something that we can talk about?
I'll message Mitch, and if not, I'll just bleep his name. Yeah, then we'll make it easy.
It's got someone with a VZ Calais.
Yeah, after we gave everything, all the details.
We need to bring these pictures up instead of just talking about it. I know this is a podcast, but I feel like we led on to a lot of things, and then all of a sudden. We kind of pull up just a bit short.
I know, yeah. But you never want to be caught talking out of turn or like talking out of school and getting in trouble for saying something that you shouldn't have. Or a lot of people want to keep their cars private until they're done.
I want to keep on blast the boys at Sydney Dragway.
Yeah, keep the pressure on them.
It burns me what's going on over there.
Yeah, and it's like we went through like months of lockdown.
Yeah.
And they complained about losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're out of fucking lockdown. Like, open the gates. We know you need it just as bad as we want to go.
So I heard not a funny story, but apparently, like everyone knows Jim Reed Racing, and like Jim Reed was at the top of the game in Top Fuel for years and years and years. Now, it wasn't Jim, but one of the Reed brothers ripped off the Dragway when it was first opening. They were like raising money. They got $3 million from the state government to put a covered shelter in, and apparently put up like a portable gazebo, and it like blew away the first gust of wind.
Wow!
And pocketed the $3 million.
Wow, that is crazy. Is that from the recent renovation or from?
Nah, this was years ago, and I think he might still be banned from the track and stuff.
Wow, that's so funny.
Crazy.
That's hilarious.
So it seems that like a bit of backhanded shit isn't new to the drag racing.
Which really fucking sucks. It's so unnecessary. It doesn't need to happen.
100%.
Yeah.
Especially when there's like financial gain. I feel like you're always going to have people trying to dip their hand into someone else's pocket. But it doesn't seem like this current ANDRA or IHRA fiasco is based on financial gain.
No, not at all.
It seems like whose fucking cock is bigger. And who can flex harder?
I want to do it my way.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And it's just the rest of us that are paying the price.
Yeah, 100%. Well, at least we got one.
I don't even have a fucking drag car, and I'm pissed off about it.
Yeah, sucks.
No burnouts there. I did notice. Did you see they announced that?
I think that's just because they wanted to. They assumed it was going to be a massive night, and they just wanted to keep cars flying.
And that's fair enough.
Yeah. I don't care.
Because the Yaris got 4 runs in, 3 runs in.
3 or 4 runs in, but if he wanted to, he could have done 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was letting it cool down.
All right. See, when I saw the crowd there, I was like, oh, everyone's going to get 1 run. Didn't look like it was going to look like it was super busy.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Pretty chilled.
Nice. All right.
Do you want to wrap it up around
here?
here?
I think so.
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, we've already been going for just on an hour, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's for just the 2 of us chatting shit.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's easy. Once you start getting on the flow of chatting shit, it's kind of just, you let it take it away.
Like what we always talk about, we just dip our toe into something and then our brains just divert us off somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I feel like we walk away from this and we always go, oh, we could have spoken about that in further depth.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But
well, anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed another episode of the Picnic Table. We've always got more coming up, always working on more, and we've got more vlogs coming up soon. So really hope you guys enjoyed it. We're probably going to wrap this one up here, so we'll catch you in the next one. Is there anything else you want to address before we go?
Nope, all good.
Jump on the website, pick up the new Injector Hat keychains.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking sick. Alrighty, guys, we're going to leave. Catch you later. Take it easy. See you later. Peace.
Peace.
All right, legends, hope you enjoyed that one. Hopefully next week's one we'll start to have some more guests on. It's just especially with Tim and Mon planning their wedding. And then we've had some crazy weeks at work recently over at Motive. It's been hard to keep to the content, but now that things are going to be slowing down again because November was such a huge month, we can focus more on content, getting some sick stuff and organizing some guests. So I hope you guys stick around and keep informed for some more of the more guests on the podcast. For all you legends that stuck around until the end, I want you to drop, like today's word that you can drop in the comments below is tip in, so that we know that you freaking sick, can't swear on here, but know that you legends stayed around the entire time. But yeah, this is where we're going to wrap it up. Catch you in the next one.